All right. Let's go ahead and move on. So after Bill, let's see. Ola, you're coming up. Jody, you're coming up. But first, we got James Saunders, the man with the greatest miracle in the world in the background. Go ahead, James. Unmute yourself and please share with us.
Highly blessed, highly favored, and deeply loved. How you doing, Robert?
I am greatly blessed, highly blessed, and deeply favored. Deeply, it's like you got me all mixed up. It's like I'm greatly blessed, highly favored, and deeply loved. There we go. There we go.
Works for me. Um, I've watched
Oh, you muted. You muted.
I've watched you for a long time, and you came in this business. I mean, I know the story. You came in the business on fire. 70 people. You got a hold of them. You watched because you're the greatest miracle in the world, first and foremost. And then you read the greatest miracle in the world. You followed the instructions, okay?
And then I
You have
shared.
people,
Then I shared it to
and you
everyone.
shared it. What do you do when you shared the information? Person has made some progress. They made some progress, and
They quit.
for whatever reason,
They
I
quit.
mean, then no, they don't sit down. They don't quit. They don't quit. They don't quit, but they don't make as much money as you make. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you make uh a boatload of money.
Yeah. I don't think anybody calls it dumb money anymore.
No,
But
but
your question is when people don't want to participate in their own rescue, what do you do?
yeah, basically because sometimes sometimes you'll start your business and you'll think maybe if I did this too.
Now, now, I'll tell you what, I tell you why people stop doing anything. They just have unrealistic expectations. They really, really do. The thing that's given me peace and joy and great relationships and everything is I don't have any expectations.
Mm.
I mean, I know that you guys see me shout out Dr. Ant and Dr. M. You can ask them. I've never reached out to them and went, "Are you getting in? Are you buying anything?" No, 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 idiots. No, idiots. No, no, this is not sales and closing. This is relationship building.
The greatest miracle in the world.
Right. So here's what you got to do. You just got to love up on them no matter where they are in their journey. You just got to love up on them, encourage them. If they ask what they're doing wrong, you can be very straightforward in what they're not doing wrong. A lot of people, when they reach out to me, oh, my life shit again. And I'm going like, what day are you on? And they're like, excuse me? And I said, what day are you on? The assignment was 100 days to read out loud before you go to bed, chapter 9. Well, I listened to it on audio for about 3 days and then I stopped. So you just, okay. So how many of you guys know what happens? How many of people have ever did a download on their phone or a download on the computer? Okay. So it downloads, right? And then it says, do you want to install? Imagine doing this. You click install and then you shut the computer off. How many of you would do that? If you're like me, I hit install and I freeze because I had computers a long time ago. And when you download and you're installing something, you just don't do anything. It's like, oh my God, I hope this works. I hope it doesn't mess up. So that's what people do, James. What they do is they get excited. They'll maybe create a free affiliate link. And then they have unrealistic expectations. They're like, I talked to 3 people and everyone said I was an idiot. That's why I want you guys to watch Dumb Money. Because when I first seen my first business, I remember talking to Michelle and Ann about this, is when I seen my first presentation, here was my unrealistic expectation. If you really narrow it down, what are these guys talking about? They're talking about freedom and above average income. Okay, Robert, think. Who do you know that would like freedom and above average income? Hey. That was my unrealistic expectation. You'd have an idiot or a moron not to do this. And I immediately found everybody was. Why? Because I was ignorance on fire. I was throwing up on people. I wasn't connecting. I was trying to close them. I was doing it all wrong. And you guys know, some of you do this. It's like, well, what are you doing? And that gives you permission because you copy and paste a couple of chapters out of a book with a bunch of links and you send that to them. You just push them over the edge. I'm like, no, don't do that. So when you focus on how many people would just like to make an attempt at, so out of the 8 million people that bought GameStop stock, easy for me to say, I got to slow down. How many of you think they invested $1,000? No, watch the movie. They were doing $63. They were doing $136. For those of you not getting into politics, but if you remember, a black guy named Barack Obama ran against Hillary Clinton, and everyone said there's no way he could win. And he raised 3 times the money she did from $5 contributions.
Remember.
So she had billion-dollar donors, and Obama had the American public. See, you guys got to get your mindset where it's a bunch of little people that are taking these guys down. That's why when I talk to people, I go, I got a quick question for you. They go, sure. I said, do you got a Costco membership? Yeah, I got a Costco membership. You're not one of those stupid people that got an Amazon Prime membership, are you?
Mm.
I do. I do. Why would you call me stupid? I was just because I got one too. I'm stupid. And they go, why would you say I'm stupid? And I said, because the majority of the people in the world don't have an Amazon membership. So all the other people think we're stupid because we have a Prime card. And they go, I never thought of that. I said, there's only 200 million people in the world that have an Amazon Prime account. Only 200 million out of what? 8 billion? Yeah, we're in a unique little club. All right. So let me ask you a question. Do you buy things at Walmart, Target, Costco, and Amazon? I do. Do you like big corporations like that, James?
Do I like them? They okay. But I mean, I don't like them, but they're okay.
So Walmart, Amazon, Target, Costco, these billion, some $trillion companies. Here's listen, James, I got an idea. James, I got an idea. Listen closely. I want you and your wife to look at what you buy from those stores. And I just need you to move $200 a month to MDC. Let's take it away from the billion and $1 trillion companies. And let's all buy the things that are better quality and premium quality products from MDC. And then you know what we're going to do as we tell people that we're going against us, David against Goliath, we're going against these big companies and moving our buying power. I don't know if you know this, James, but you and your wife still have the power. You get to pick who you get to shop with. And by moving only $200 a month over here, we get 15 people on one side, 15 people on the other team. And now you're making more than you spend with My Daily Choice. So that adds now $200 to your budget. What would you do with an extra $2,400 a year, James?
Be great. I'll take it.
See, do you guys see where it's us against them? Us against them? Do you guys know why Apple's one of the largest companies on the planet? One Super Bowl commercial. And that commercial says it's us against them. All these people have Androids, and all these people still use Microsoft. It's us against them. Everybody went. And they're proud. Oh my God, you got a black iPhone? Is that the newest one? Yeah, I'm in that club. Well, I think Apple's stupid. I think you're stupid. So you're just impressing people. No, I want to be a part of the club. Do you guys know they've done demographics of people that own Apple products and people that own Microsoft and products and Androids? Where do you think the highest wealth earners are?
Apple.
Why? Why? Because everyone can see it and go, Jesus, I can't afford $1,000 phone. I can't afford $1,000 watch. You know how good Apple is if you go us against the world? There used to be millionaires and billionaires that used to wear Rolexes. Used to get, these incredible diamond watches that you can actually see through. And then all of a sudden they said, no, I'll use an Apple Watch. When you got millionaires and billionaires that are wearing Apple Watches, damn, that's marketing.
It is.
Because it's my phone. I went walking today and I started walking too, Dr. At. And I filled my exercise circle. And it connects to my phone. Oh, by the way, I got an affiliate for Apple stock too. I'm joking. But I get to not only see my progress, but also get to see my wife's progress. And the watch hooks to the phone, that hooks to my laptop, that hooks to the iCloud. All of them are connected together. And people go, they charge too much money. You're not in my club. You can be in my club. I'm not big. You go in the garage. I don't know. But my wife has a brand new Tesla S Plaid. I seen the other day, people go, why would you buy a Tesla? Because I can. Because I can.
Wow.
Everybody goes, I'd never buy those stupid Teslas. Yeah. Well, when you watch Dumb Money, that the two guys that own Robin Hood, they're driving Teslas. Why? Because they want to be different. When I made money, I never thought, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to buy a Toyota pickup. That's what I'm going to get. And then I'm going to get my wife a Camry. Are they good cars? I used to be a Toyota mechanic. And then she's got her Cadillac Escalade. Lease runs up on it on Tuesday. And she's got a new one ordered. She's had 10 Cadillacs. Because every 2 to 3 years, they send us a thing. Hey, Cadillac lovers, our new one's coming out. Do you want one like you got? Yeah, send it out. How many people need to get involved in the club? Do you guys know this about Dream Trips? Dream Trips is the #1 travel club in the world. The #1 travel club in the world. And here's a challenge to you all. Any one of you think that you can get more people on subscription than me? Thanks, James. I love you, man. I appreciate you.
I only have I actually have another question because the individual that I'm talking about, he was in the company. He was in the company. He was 2,000 plus, close to 3,000 in volume, and and then he left because under the guise that
Yeah, shiny ball.
yes, it's Honeyball. He under the guise that he needs to make multiple streams of income. So I said,
Yeah.
he said, you need to make multiple streams of income. Actually, what he became is an individual that had multiple streams of being broke.
Yeah. I tell people, when people say, hey, you should look at this because we have multiple streams of income. I go, listen, right now I have close to 10,000 streams of income. And they're going, what? I said, yeah, I got 10,000 streams of income of people right now. And they're like, because I look at every one of them as them building their own people business.
Exactly.
So if I have 10,000 people in my group, I'd rather work with you guys every day to help you become a producing people franchise. I don't need to abandon you guys to look for a shiny thing. What the hell is that all about? So some people just don't learn the language, James. When I look at it, it's short-term thinking versus long-term thinking. It's like the one thing that I wanted to bring up, and I'll bring up more in the Imaginator class tomorrow, is how many people do you know that run wide open for 18 months?
Yeah.
I talk to more people in 1 week than some of you have in your entire freaking lives. I just do more numbers than you.
Yeah.
And when we look at someone that has a physique like you or Kai, everybody knows when you look at someone that has an incredible physique, look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You guys should see some of the pictures and stuff that James has on his website. There's only one thing that we think. Does that guy spend all day in the gym? We don't have time to spend all day in the gym.
Nope.
James and Kai spend all day in the gym. Well, Kai right now has just made it to the 3rd round of the top 15 people that are looking for getting an award with Health
and Fitness magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's number 2.
So, he's number 2. He's been number 2. He's going to go through. I'm going to keep voting for him.
Me too.
Because he's part of the family. So it's awesome. James, I love you. I know this is difficult, but you guys got to love up on people that aren't doing anything and just continue to lead by example. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Do you guys know how I really honestly motivate people? You guys want to know how to motivate people?
You don't motivate people. They motivate themselves. You inspire people.
Right. Did any one of you hear about Michelle and Dr. Ant's 11 people that came in? I already did a Zoom with him. I ordered his book. I've lost 9 pounds. Does any one of you go, why can't I find a Michelle and an Ant? Why can't I?
They're not setting the example.
Right. But see, I owe that all to Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. I think Daniel's put me on a Zoom with maybe three people in 10 years.
How much was that, Robert? You garbled up a little?
What'd you say?
You garbled up a little bit. How much was that? How many people?
Oh, Daniel's known me for years. And he's put me on a Zoom with 3 people. I don't know how many people he talked to by himself. But the other 2 didn't do anything. And now I got a lifelong friendship and a connection with Michelle and Ant. They could call me tomorrow and say, I ain't doing MDC anymore. That's not going to stop me from connecting with them. I love them. They're a great addition to my life.
Well, thank you, Robert. You answered my question. Because I was married to my third wife. As you know, I wasn't in the market for only having one wife. It wasn't my doing. I wanted to have at least four. I had to have four. So my third wife.
You know what James told me one time? He said, you know what? All my ex-wives are incredible housekeepers. And I went, what do you mean? And he said, they all kept the house. Every one of them kept.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I love
But
you,
basically,
James.
so when I was married to my third wife, the situation collapsed. All right.
Obvious.
And my focus collapsed. And
Yeah.
I started looking all over the place. And I'm thinking, like, what's going on? I realized that what was going on was I had lost focus.
Of course. Things
I
happen
was
in
looking
life.
at all these shiny things all over the place. And
Yeah.
I said, well, because I wasn't making the money that I wanted to make, I need to go over here because at least if I add this to what I was doing, I can make some money.
Yeah.
But it was wrong. I was wrong. Clearly, I was wrong.
Well, like I say to everyone, how many of you have been in more than one company that didn't work? Yeah, I got both hands up. You know what's the common denominator? Me. Now, you see 7 trophies out of 19 companies. I got 7 trophies back here where I hit #1 and the top earner. Out of the 7, 4 of them are no longer in business. So now you understand why I didn't stay with them. But a majority of the companies is when I was hurt, guys, listen to this, please. When I was hurt, when my first wife told me she didn't want to have anything to do with me and abandoned me and her son, how many of you have ever had a heartbreak? Now, a heartbreak just doesn't come through a relationship. It also comes through investments. It also comes through throwing our heart and soul into a company and then they don't do what they're supposed to. So have anyone ever heard of a rebound relationship? This is a relationship that you just get in because you don't want to be alone. But you don't throw yourself into it. So a reason a majority of the companies that I've been in didn't work for me is because I didn't believe in them. I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't go all in. But I was treating it like building a people business is like a job. I was doing it with my logic. I was doing it with what I knew to do, with no enthusiasm, no Pied Piper, no exciting. And every time that happened to me, it made me question if I even knew how to do this business anymore. I'm like, geez, this is just not happening. And for those of you that are on a high level of spirituality, let me share something with you I think is going to blow your mind. If you're not all in and you don't believe in what you're doing, and you keep running into people that you want to help, but they're not interested, what if the universe was just protecting them from you?
Wow.
They're like, man, if this person gets in their business, they don't believe, they're not committed, they won't be there to love and support them. I need to put this person in somebody else's business. A person that gives a shit. So you know when people are not people, this is even going to hurt worse.
Oh, wait.
You ready? That's when people focus on selling fucking products. because they don't like people. They don't want to be able to people business. So now I'll focus on just selling shit to people. Yeah. You guys thought I was excited before. I'm telling people like, hey, I heard from Robert Hollis, AMA, that people that focus on selling shit don't give a crap about people. Have you guys ever been in an affiliate program? You jump in, they get you in the big package, and then they abandon you. Sound familiar? You buy a coaching course, they throw a bunch of videos on you, and then they look for the next person to sell another course or their life membership too. It's like, hey, I'm inspired. If it's bothering you, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I was joking. All right. Greg, back to you. Thank you, James.
Thank you.
James, thank you so very much. Appreciate you. Okay.
Craig taking notes.